sound of that music means it's another episode of Excessive Salivation. I'm Pete.
I'm Dan.
And today we have a very special guest star, DJ.
Oh, was I supposed to introduce myself?
It's usually how it works around here on the podcast.
First time.
Anyway, today's topic is Dunkin' Donuts.
Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts.
One word.
That's Dunkin' Donuts. One word.
Actually, it's two
Dunkin'.
words. Double D.
Dunkin'. Yeah.
It's double D.
Right.
Soft and wholesome. Double D's.
I love a good soft donut.
All right. Well, what is it about Dunkin' Donuts that makes us go wild? Dan, can you start it off?
I'll tell you. With Dunkin' Donuts, I go there, and I think I'm the only one who does. I go there for the donuts.
Really? You don't go for anything else in the store?
That's it? Just the donuts? No
I
coffee?
Occasionally I'll get a bagel sandwich.
All right.
Maybe.
I'm down with the bagel sandwich myself.
But I'm never in there for coffee. I don't drink it.
Right.
I couldn't afford it if I did drink it.
Right.
And I just like myself some donuts.
What's your favorite donut to get there?
Well, usually I go with like a Boston cream.
Right.
Or I might do the chocolate glazed.
Right.
Once in a while, honey dip.
So what I'm getting from you is sometimes you like to fill the donuts, sometimes you like to just leave a glaze on top.
Usually, yeah, just the glaze. Just give it a little glaze. That's
your motto.
Just to get a glaze.
Just to get a glaze. Yeah, back in the day, I used to eat donuts like 2 at a time, and I'd just get them lodged right in the stomach, and they just sit there for days. I wouldn't have to eat for a while.
That sounds like
great.
a problem. Now, do you go for munchkins or just donuts?
Well, munchkins I can do too. You know,
Okay.
do
do you
that's
do
it's a
those
little
like
bit-
4 or 5 at a time?
Well,
or?
usually I just do like the 2.
Okay. Right.
Just pop.
Those are a little easier to digest too at a
Yeah,
time.
it makes it a lot easier.
And when you walk into the Dunkin' Donuts, do they know that like you walk in and they say, "Oh, you want the chocolate glazed donut"? Do they know that?
No, they don't. I don't go in there enough.
Oh, okay. Because I know some people I know are regulars at Dunkin' Donuts. So they walk in. It'll be the busiest. Let's just call it a commute because that's like the rush hour for Dunkin' Donuts at 8 a.m. You walk in and they're like, "Oh, hey Frank, another hot decaf for you," and they just know based on looking at you what you want, what donut you want, what sandwich you want, how many creams and sugars you want. I mean, I think my brother's like this. He goes in Dunkin' Donuts and they know him just by his face that he wants whatever his normal order is. Now, wouldn't you get sick of getting the same thing every single day?
Well, that's the thing. How do you not mix it up once in a while? I'm not a coffee drinker, but
I don't know where these Dunkin' Donuts are that you guys go to, because anyone I go to, it always ends in disaster for regular customers.
Well, how so?
disaster?
My mom has a group of her friends. They go to Dunkin' Donuts every Saturday morning for years. Every Saturday morning, same Dunkin' Donuts, same table, same people working, and they never would get their order right any time. Every Saturday for years, they'd mess it up. They ended up stopping, going to Dunkin' Donuts, and going to another coffee shop.
Honeydew or what?
No, a little coffee shop in town. But it's
all
just
right.
and
The donut dip?
just could not get an order straight.
Yeah, that would do it.
Must be a South Hadley thing, I guess.
That's it.
I would say so. I mean, for me, I go into Dunkin' Donuts. I'm on a mission. I don't want the same thing every time. I want a variety.
Right.
It's not always the French vanilla iced coffee. Sometimes it's the blueberry iced coffee.
Okay.
Sometimes it's the the cruller.
Yep.
Sometimes it's a plain donut. Sometimes it's a box of munchkins for the whole office.
Yes.
I'm never going to go in and have them predict what I want. That's just me. That's how I roll.
You're a wild card.
I'm a wild card.
I respect that.
Yeah.
They have every now and then a donut of the month or a special culotta of the month.
Yes.
That's me. I'm the special guy of the month. You never know what's going to come.
You are a special guy, Pete.
It's definitely going to come at you at least once a month.
At least once a month.
I don't even think
All
I go to
right, okay.
Dunkin' Donuts. If I go once a month,
That's the thing.
that's a lot for me.
Like I said, I used to have donuts. It'd be like every week I would have 3 or 4 donuts.
Right.
And a week now it's like 1 munchkin or 2 munchkins if someone brings it in for the office, and that's like once every couple months. So
Right.
that's what it's down to.
Now, Dunkin' Donuts is probably one of the biggest chains in the country, right? Mm-hmm. You got your Honeydew Donuts. They're competing in New England. You have various donut shops across the country. I went to a donut shop in San Francisco. I got a bacon donut. Now, why can't any donut shop around here serve me a bacon donut? It was 1/4 the size of a Dunkin' Donut, and it had bacon on it, and they sold it for 3 times the price.
There was bacon on a donut.
There was bacon on the donut, DJ.
And I love bacon, but bacon on a donut, that's just asking for trouble, I feel.
In the words of that '70s show, bacon.
It's like crossing the streams in Ghostbusters, putting a bacon on a donut.
Just don't do it. You burn your face off. You'll burn your face off.
Double D, don't do it.
Yes. Don't do it, yes.
I'm not a big breakfast guy.
Okay.
But one of my favorite things in the world for a meal is a breakfast sandwich. And I got to admit, Dunkin' Donuts does a good breakfast sandwich.
And I would agree with you, only if you say that it comes on a croissant and it's not the normal egg patty. It has to be that scrambled mess that they call the supreme omelet.
I got to go with the bagel myself. But the problem is
You got a bagel, man.
as much as I like it at Dunkin' Donuts, I don't like to watch them prepare it because whatever they're taking this stuff out of, it tastes like egg kind of, but
you know it's not.
This is not an egg. This is like mystery egg.
Absolutely.
So this past weekend, I was actually driving to a wedding, and I knew it would be a while before I ate at the wedding, so I wanted to stop and get a breakfast sandwich on the way. So I'm driving up to New Hampshire, and I stop at this gas station / Dunkin' Donuts. It was a hyphenate. It was a gas station with a Dunkin' Donuts inside.
Right.
Which I don't see a lot of those in Massachusetts. So
No,
maybe
not
it's New
really.
Hampshire.
No?
thing.
I've only seen one myself.
So I walk to the back where the Dunkin' Donuts is, and there's literally like 5 things on the menu for Dunkin' Donuts. It's, coffee, donut, bagel, soda. Like that's all you can get at this Dunkin' Donuts.
Right. And the soda's part of the gas station.
Right. So I'm looking at the menu and I'm thinking, I don't think I'm going to get my breakfast sandwich at this Dunkin' Donuts.
No.
So I saw bagel. I figured, okay, that'll do. So I asked for a bagel with cream cheese.
Okay.
And the woman looked at me and said, we don't have a toaster. So I just kind of nodded my head and just ordered the bagel with cream cheese and prepared it myself and ate it a little cold. But a Dunkin' Donuts without a toaster was new to me. That was a new
I have
experience.
a toaster. What kind of Stone Age is this place?
Wait, back in the day where they're stacking the donuts vertically? Come on. It's ridiculous. No, on that note, some Dunkin' Donuts you go to, you're on the go, you go through the drive-thru, and you say, I want a bagel with cream cheese. Now, it's a mystery. Is this person going to spread that cream cheese for me so I can eat it in the car, or are they going to get it to me cold, so by the time I get to my destination, the bagel's now cold, so when the cream cheese goes on, it's not melting a bit?
Well, to continue on with my story,
Please.
that's the funny thing is I don't think you know what you're going to get from the drive-thru because as I was standing ordering from the person working the register, the drive-thru girl turned around and started talking to me about she thought I looked like Dexter from the TV show. And she turns around and she just goes, "Hey." So I said, "Hey." And she's like, "Anybody ever tell you look like Dexter?" And I was like, "Aren't you supposed to be working the drive-thru? There's a line out there." And then she just said, "Well, I guess as long as you don't have his extracurricular activities, we're all good." And I had my bagel and my cream cheese, so I was all good. So I just made my way slowly out of the Dunkin' Donuts / gas station.
Wow.
Hey, you look like a serial killer.
Thanks.
All right.
Is there a knife in your pocket, or are you happy to be at Dunkin' Donuts today?
No, but you guys just gave me one.
Wow.
Good times.
Interesting times at
Yeah,
Dunkin'
it was
Donuts.
Good times, yeah.
Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode.
Yeah, I think that about wraps it up.
DJ, do you have anything else to say?
That's about it for me.
Okay. That about does it. That's Double D in a wrap for you, or a bagel. We'll see you next time. Well, the next episode will be...
Who knows?
No.
Who knows? All right.